Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Hello everyone. Welcome to Jenny Everywhere Roulette. The show where we Jenny Everywhere a roulette, I suppose. You voted for it. You requested it. Back by mildly popular demand. It is Jenny Everywhere Roulette. And I, despite being late, have not prepared anything on the wheel yet. So you're going to get to watch me do that in real time. So that should be a good time at least. How are we all doing today on this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day, eh? How are we all doing? Let me find the thing. I gotta find the thing. There's Alan. Oh no, where'd Alan go? Where the fuck is Alan? Alan, get over here! There he is. Oh no, that's right. It's gonna be one of those streams. I have given a lot of suggestions. Yeah, this is gonna take a bit. The Aquabats. Craig, are any of your suggestions pages? Or are you just saying random words? Because either way, I'm putting them on the wheel. I don't see a distinction there. Okay. Multiversal constant. The fog. Alright, good. Okay. Oh shit. Alright. Michael Myers. Jenny Everywhere from the 201 2,000,000 oh Jesus, 2,010,000 to 12,000th and 14th universe. That's fucking awkward to say. Michael Myers, we're getting there very, very slowly. Because this is taking up my entire monitor for some reason, even though it's minimized. It's like a lot more manageable. Cool, 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 cool. I really need to like set everything up properly. Just have like presets and shit, you know what I mean? That would be nice. That would make a lot of sense. That's the sort of thing an organized person would do. You know, like a consummate professional. Could you imagine? Imagine one of those. Thank you, baby. Mm-hmm. Oh. Amazing. Definitely gonna die. Austin Powers. Shaq Fu. Yeah, no, are these just like fucking random words? Because they feel like, do they just random? Yeah, baby. Fuck. Well, now I can't copy anything in. Oh, well, I guess we're gonna find out real fucking fast if these are just random words or not. Really quickly. Okay. Oof. Dave. I'll pop Dave in there. Sure, there's a Dave somewhere. Alright, grab all of these from Xavier real quickly and pop those in. Jenny Everywhere's Roblox. Okay. Greenpeace Doctor. Okay, I'll pop that one in. Okay, almost there. Knighton Station, Governing Council. Grab those. It's a council. One Piece. Are these just random words? Oh my god, I keep doing it. We'll know real quick, that's all I'm saying. That animation was like crazy there. Anyway, remember when I used to run these on a computer that like barely worked? Ryan, ignore Craig. He doesn't know what a real page is. Put him in the wiki stocks. James from T. Okay, I'll ignore them. I'll ignore them. This is getting silly now. Council of Frogs. Pop that one in. Make sure I'm not holding down fucking control when I press enter or just launch. Ryan, Craig made up a bunch. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Are you talking about my Undertale experience, Nashawin? Oh dear. You're putting real ones, pop culture collision, comic story? Okay, Craig, I'll pop that one in. I'll pop that one in. We have 24 right now. Dishonest like Craig, first part of this stream. I think I'm caught up. Am I caught up by Professor Awesome? Parallax from the Parallax universe? That sounds like it's real. I'll put that one in. That one sounds like it's real. Okay. Nuka Roblox City series. Okay. I'll grab those. Sorry if I'm missing any. Okay. Ryan, I added so many. Sergeant Major everywhere. Alright, I'll pop. We've read the Donald Trump one before. We've done the Donald Trump one. It is pretty funny, but we've done it before. We all know the story of him with his cockroach Vladimir. His cockroach is Vladimir and Elon. Certificate of sanity is real. Okay. Doctor, Jenny everywhere, and the golden key. Oh, you are right though. I do hate Undertale now, like with a passion. I like really hate Undertale. Completely put me off it. Frank the janitor. Hello, Aquana. How you doing? All right. Frank the janitor. I think that's it. We're good to start now. Also, the Trump reference isn't actually political. It really isn't. It's very light. It's funny. I like the story. I like that one. I think that's funny. It's like very absurd in a very fun way. I think we've got a decent enough wheel to start spinning it though. We should do that. We should do that. Okay. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready to do an actual first spin on this bright and shiny new Jenny wheel that I am going to save and call the Jenny wheel? So that, like, we have it forever. There we go. It's saved. I'm good at my job. Okay. Boom, boom. Let's get nice and organized. Have we had Cardinal Dracula? I don't think we have. No. That was a nice one to get in there right before the first spin. I like that. I like that. I like that. Alright. Oh, Jesus! Wait, why are you in this, Cookie Boy? Oh my god. Ryan Molyneux, what? Did we do that? Okay. Aristide said, "Youch, do you want to kill me? Kill him." I am fairly convinced that like half of you want to kill me. Yes, I am convinced that there are like half of you are trying to slowly wear me down. Yes. And I keep going out of spite to you. Oh, I'll grab those two. You do know you're a fictional character, don't you, Ryan? Stop it. With permission to, I did ask first. I know, I don't mind that. I actually really like that I'm a fictional character now. I think that's really fun. Never kill Ryan. They literally did. They literally did. M-Works. I exist in a Jenny Everywhere story now. I'm canon in the Jenny Everywhere universe. And I get killed off. That's a real thing. That's a real thing. That's a real thing. That's a real thing. Okay. Is killing Ryan against the Allen Law? No, you can kill me. If anything, I would say keep making Ryan Molyneux in the Jenny Everywhere universe and like killing them horribly. Like keep doing it. I think it's really funny. I don't have a problem with it. I really don't. I think it's hilarious. Ryan, there's free stories. Is there free stories? What? What? I thought it happened once. Do I have new information on the page? Or do I have to suggest Jenny Everywhere shifting Laura Drake? Yeah, we should. Because ideally, I would like to get people who don't know anything about Jenny Everywhere, like me, like, up to speed on stuff where possible as well. You know what I mean? Like, I think the Jenny Everywhere Wiki Roulette should be more like new fan friendly than the TARDIS Wiki Roulette is, basically. More casual friendly. Kind of like in inverse to the fact that it's more niche. You know what I'm saying? Peter Griffin. I think Peter Griffin actually does have a page, so I'll put him in there. We're never gonna spin this wheel, man. We're never gonna spin this wheel. Cat and dog. Bird! I know just what was in your video. I do in fact know nothing about Jenny Everywhere. Neither do I. Everything I know about Jenny Everywhere comes from doing Jenny Everywhere Roulette and occasionally popping up on the TARDIS Wiki. And the fact that I canonically exist inside it. Those are the things that I know about Jenny Everywhere. Very interested to learn more. Oh boy, does Peter have a page? Oh no. I'm gonna do a wheel spin. Oh god damn! Every time I'm like, I'm gonna do a wheel spin, a new one pops up. They're like weeds. Oh, Jenny. Well, I suppose I don't mind because, like, we are probably going to do another one of these fairly soon. The Great Ghost? Okay. Jenny Everyone? Are you guys excited for the well? No. I'm unironic. Alright, my opinion on the well is it depends on which RTD monster they're bringing back. If they bring back Midnight, it will be the biggest shark jumping moment Doctor Who has had since the last biggest shark jumping moment Doctor Who has ever had, which was last week. Or they're going to do the Flood, and it'll be probably a pretty decent horror episode, but not as good as Waters of Mars. Certainly not good enough to save the show from cancellation. Like, I feel like those are the only two possibilities, depending on which monster it is. Or it'll be the Flood, and it'll be trash anyway. That's the other possibility. Jenny, everyone isn't a thing. Craig is lying again. Do I have to time you out, Craig? Because I will. Why everyone hate you so much? Because you constantly antagonize people and try to annoy them. Are we talking about Doctor Who? We'll never spin this ball wheel. Yes. Just be cool like me. I do like you though, Craig. If I didn't like you, I would have banned you. I just think sometimes you get a little bit overexcited, that's all. But we all like you, Craig. It's okay. It turns out to be super meta and turn out to be a wet RTD in need of a towel. New York Chaos comic story. Okay, we need to spin this wheel now. We need to spin this wheel now. I think Najawin's assessment is correct, by the way. I will say that. I will say that. I think you've conditioned us to assume that you're, like, trolling sometimes, and so we over-respond. I also think that you sometimes go a bit too far. I think it's a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. I think that's fair. Is this episode based or wet? You also did once go into someone's stream and say that my wife was cheating on me. So, I will never forgive you. And I do think that I am in my rights to ban you. And the fact that I haven't is a kindness on my part. Let's spin. Yeah, baby. Alright, Jobu Tupaki. What? What are you lolling about, Fate? Alright, Jobu Tupaki. Let's take a look at this. Okay. Jobu Tupaki was a fictional character during a multiverse crisis. Laura Jake asked Sonia Harrington and Professor Halibut Cog if they had encountered her. When Sonia pointed out that Jobu Tupaki was fictional, Laura replied that there could be realities where that was not the case. Jobu Tupaki is a character from the 2022 film Everything Everywhere All at Once, played by Stephanie Sue. Laura invoking her name is a reference to the fact that she threatened to destroy the multiverse in the film. The character has often been compared to Jenny Nowhere, and indeed one cameo version of Nowhere seen in Call Me Nowhere bore a strong resemblance to Jobu. Well, there we go. That's our first entry. That's fun. Okay. Let's go back to the wheel then, shall we? Okay. Yeah, baby. Oof. Frank the janitor. Okay. Let's take a look at that. Alright. Frank the janitor was part of the household staff of the Strange and Wonderful House. On one occasion, needing something from the vault, Frank implemented the rather complex series of steps needed to access it, climbing the sound of chimes in the courtyard to pluck a leaf from the Bodhi tree, collecting a certificate of sanity from the non-mad science corner of the lab, plucking a certain key from underneath the 30-second seashell in the painting, consuming the leaf, handing the certificate to the personification of February to gain entry into the hallway to nowhere, turning left at Thursday and then chucking the key into a vase on the ceiling floor above the painting of infinite sparrowhawks. The door of the vault duly unlocked. In the center of the oppressive room stood the modern wooden plate plinth. However, after crossing the final defense, a stream in the proper manner, jumping twice on his right foot and then landing on his left foot across the stream, he found a note on the plinth instead of the item he desired. The note read, "My apologies, I had to borrow the vacuum to clear up the mess made by the gardener in the northwest attic under the reverse koi pond next Saturday." To his annoyance, it was signed Frank the janitor, and Frank realised he had taken a wrong temporal turn at Thursday. He was actually meant to turn right instead of left, ending up after he himself borrowed the vacuum and thus creating a minor paradox. Grumpily, he set about getting out of the vault and retracing his steps. He recalled the rhymes telling him which of the opaque windows making up the walls of the vault serves as an exit. 7 laps clockwise from the north, 6 counter from your new location, now keep stepping left and enter the fourth, and implemented its direction, closing his eyes as he stepped backwards into the window, hoping he had the right one. Okay, that's another article. Oh, fuck. Jesus. Okay. What are you guys talking about? Oof. Okay, I'm just gonna go over to the next thing then.
Yeah, baby.
Alright, Dr. Jenny everywhere and the Golden Key. Okay. Let's take a look at this. If we're still, I have no idea. I have no idea what's going on either. I have no idea what's going on either, Aristide. To be honest, I was talking about Craig before and what he did in the other streamers thing, and I kind of disassociated, to be honest. Because it was very humiliating and it makes me feel very uncomfortable. It was a real line crossed for me. Anyway, let me take a look. Crit meeting. Did you add Jenny everywhere? Jenny everywhere becomes Sigma, Grinder, Uber Eats and Pony. I did not. I did not. Okay. Yeah, I guess that confirms that. Okay. Okay, let's pop these on. Alright, did something happen? I looked away. I just disassociated for a bit. It's okay. I'm good. Not everything is good, Cookie. Yeah, everything's good. Alright, nothing has ever actually happened, so you're good. I know. Okay. We should probably spin the wheel. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, baby.
Oh my goodness. Oof. Okay. Let's take a look at this one. Ryan, you didn't do the page? What page didn't I do? What is happening? Jenny everywhere in the golden key. Okay, we can do this one. Oh, there's nothing here. Is it the Laura Drake page? Hang on, let me show you what I'm seeing. Let me show you what I'm seeing. Alan, you okay there? Okay. Let's yeah, let me just regroup for a second. Okay, I left a bracket at the search bar, maybe remove the square brackets. Okay. Oof. There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh no, you didn't. Alright, let's go. Let's go. In one universe, a doctor tended to a construction worker after he had been attacked. Jenny Everywhere's arrival. The doctor tended to a construction worker after a duo violently robbed him of a treasure chest he discovered. The doctor told a police officer that the worker he had a blow to his head, causing a concussion. The officer told the doctor that this wasn't really useful information, but it was at least satisfied that the worker was happy, but he was really just high on morphine. Alright, let's see. Okay. Pokemon Uranium is tonight, yes. Alright. Let's go back to the page.
Yeah, baby.
Alright, Shaq Fu. Let's see if this actually is a real page. I don't think it is. I don't think it is. And if it turns out it's not a real page, I'm going to start handing out timeouts. It's not a real page! Let's see who's getting banned from the stream today. Okay. You missed Jenny Everywhere from the... Oh, okay. Oof. I'll grab it. Okay, I've got it. An incarnation of Jenny Everywhere was native to the 2,012,014th universe. She spent her life there trapped inside the body of a Lego minifigure until the governing council rescued her and she began traveling the multiverse. This Jenny was a Lego minifigure, which unfortunately meant that while she was conscious, she was trapped in an inanimate object. Her body was ABS plastic. This Jenny was Asian in appearance, with dark brown hair styled in short pigtails. She wore a brown scarf, black goggles, a leather jacket over a grey shirt, and brown trousers with black high boots. After her rescue, Jenny changed her hair to a shorter style and wore a grey leather jacket over a purple and black striped top, as well as jeans and fur-lined boots. She accessorized with a metallic pink watch and necklace while keeping her original scarf. She weighed around 4 grams. This Jenny spent the first 23 hellish years of her life trapped inside the body of a Lego minifigure in the, that number, universe. She was in the city of Bricksburg when another Jenny that's funny. When another Jenny Everywhere shifted into her universe, quickly discovering the Lego Journey's horrible predicament. Concurrently, Peter Griffin watched this unfold on television in his universe. The Lego Jenny later appeared in a drawing by the other Jenny as an example of the various forms Jenny had taken. The governing council monitored the activities of the non-native Jenny, The discovery of the Jenny led to the council to rescue her by editing her time stream to give her control over her own body, then providing her with psychological counseling. During her recovery, the Lego Jenny described her life as something she wouldn't wish even on her mortal enemy. The council also photographed her smiling with a cup of Costa coffee while Laura Drake was visible in the background. The council reported this to their Blue Sky account on December 1st, 2024. Hello.
Not showing the wiki.
Oh, shit. Okay. I was reading the wiki page.
Do both at once. I love you so much.
I love you so much. I'm sorry. I got unzipped.
It's okay.
I'm so sorry.
Everything's fine.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm having a hard mental health moment. I'm sorry. I don't need you insulting me, Najawin. That doesn't help. Okay? You don't have to be fucking ableist about it. Right. Jenny shifted to the Welsh town Knighton in the 49... Oh, well, Jesus, that's a long number. During Storm Darragh on December 7th, 2024, she explored the empty town going to Knighton Station, where she found even the trains had been suspended. She then shifted out of the universe as the winds were so strong she was being tossed around. The council also reported this to Blue Sky. Behind the scenes, this Jenny wasn't the first to be depicted with a Lego minifigure. That honor going to the Jenny Everywhere from comic Jenny Everywhere and the Golden Key. However, guys, I don't think this is awesome. Was the first time a Jenny had been diegetically Lego. Well, that's cool. I'm sorry to hear that. Right, it's okay. Yeah, no, I have severe trauma, and certain things you say, like whether you realize it or not, it like unzips me and like caps me off basically. And when I go like quiet like this and when I have like a problem, it's literally me like going through a PTSD attack like on stream. It happens quite a lot. And a lot of the times like it doesn't feel like that. It doesn't. Sometimes I'm going through it and it feels like you guys don't realize that I'm a person, if that makes sense. I'm okay though. Thank you for putting in good messages. Your apology is accepted, Naja fan. But yeah, with regards to Craig, Naja fan, you haven't seen them in the Discord. I'll say that. And I'll also say that if you were married, you would understand why what they did in the other streamer's Discord was absolutely unacceptable. That's what I will say. I wish he had done it in the same room as me. This Jenny wasn't the first to be depicted. I already read that bit. I think I'm extremely tolerant, personally. Like, incredibly. I think, when it comes to that stuff, I have the patience of a fucking saint. That's what I think. Okay, let's go. Do you remember that time I told you guys, you tried going, hey, put Doctor Who influence on the wheel? Because I told you that, like, I had trauma related to that, and I was like, guys, I'm literally in therapy over this, and you kept doing it. And then I was really quiet afterwards for, like, 10 minutes. Stuff like that. I do love you guys, and that's why I'm telling you honestly, instead of holding it in and then being resentful about it afterwards. I agree with you, Mr. Redworks. Craig is very, very lucky he isn't bad. Okay. Let's because I believe that Craig can change. I believe that there's a chill person in there, and I'm willing to put in the investment into that person to let them come out. I believe in all of you. Sorry, who did that? I don't think I do that. Najawin did that, because of course Najawin did that. They actively encouraged everyone else to do it as well. Alright. No, Craig's not banned. That is not what that means. Alright, let's spin the wheel again. Let's try and get back on track. This is the thing, whenever we don't do a Doctor Who thing, it's like it goes off the rails, like, immediately. Like, this is on video now, forever. Do you guys ever think about that? Do you ever think about the fact that after these streams, like, they stay online forever? I really hope that that this isn't just like a 5-year like cognitive decline caught on camera. I really hope it's not that. Let's spin the wheel.
Yeah, baby.
Alright, Nuka Roblox City. Let's look at this one. It's a series, apparently. Nuka Roblox City was a series of Roblox games originally created solely by Cookie Boy 2005 and they created alongside gamers Dialot and Kako Queen. The series features various cities in which the player is tasked with exploring and setting off. Oh dear. Cookie Boy, that's amazing. That's amazing. That's amazing. And tell Gamer Dies a Lot and Kako Queen that I said it was amazing as well. Amazing. Okay. Hello, Kako Queen. Hello. Good to see ya. This is amazing. I love this. I fucking love this. Oh dear, successful plug. That is a successful plug. Yes, that is a very successful plug. I tell you what, I have never played this. I have never seen gameplay footage. Is there gameplay footage? Is there gameplay footage? Fuck the roulette. I'm into this now. This is what I'm interested in. Is there gameplay footage of this? I'm looking it up. I'm looking it up. My ADHD has taken me, guys. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it right now. I'm doing it right now. I'm back. I'm back in the room. Probably. Damn, there's not. There's not. There's not. Oh no. Random Roblox games usually don't have Let's Plays, no offense to y'all. See, this is the thing I'm talking about. See, you're calling it a random Roblox game, but that's something that they put hours of blood, sweat, and tears into. Like, just try and work on how you word things, dude. Because I know you don't mean to, but it comes off a little bit disrespectful sometimes. Like, we get that you think you're better than all of us. We completely understand that. That he should, I would support it. I would too. Alright. That's the thing as well. Like, with you guys, like, if you have habits that I would like to see you improve on, I won't be like, nah, fuck you. You're never gonna change. I'll be like, hey, you know, thought about doing this? We try to be about genuine positivity here at TARDIS Wiki Roulette. I know it's a little bit difficult because you were unlucky enough to end up with me as the host, but we try. I want this to be a space where we can all grow together. Alright, let's Did I read all of this or did I not read the crossovers part? I don't think Najawin was implying that either, Xavier. I really don't, but it comes off that way. I don't think I'm better than everyone. Papers I write, I just say are random math papers. See, when you say that, it sounds like saying, oh man, I hate this huge penis I have. It's really such an inconvenience. Well done. Any creation is a massive success. I completely agree. We should add Ryan to the next game, please do. Yeah, let's read about this crossover because I missed that part. Alright, in prose, the totally canonical and valid sequel to a story whose name is really too long for its own good. Cookie Boy plans to create a Nuka Freaky Roblox City. Why is it freaky? What makes it freaky? One installment in the series, Nuka Nice Roblox. Featured one, Jenny Everywhere's unit ID as previously seen. Pros, Jenny Everywhere's unit ID. Oh god, this is good. Oh dear. You don't want to know, Ryan? I want to know now. I want to know. I want to know. Kako Queen, that emoji scares me. It scares me. I'm cool with you adding me in Jenny stories. I said it before. I'm cool with you killing me in horrible ways in Jenny stories. As long as you don't depict me as lame, then you can add me in Jenny stories. Glad you find your humor amusing. I do! I love all of your humor. I think I have the funniest fucking chat. I really do. I really do. I really do. You know what? I've been hard on Naja fans, so let me just say, last night on stream, or was it the night before? I can't remember. Well, we were doing Mass Effect, and Najawin spent 40 minutes setting up the premise to a joke about sets of numbers, explained what sets were to me, and I still kind of retained it, so they clearly explained it well, all for a pretty good joke at the end of it. It was also like rack up a punchline, and that level of dedication to comedy is somewhere you can't get anywhere else. 2 nights ago? That was 2 nights ago? Man, that still creases me up. Sometimes I am not sure if my humor does become cringy. No, Xavier. Your humor is fantastic. All of you have fantastic senses of humor. All of you. Even Craig is funny. He just has to direct it better sometimes. But no, it's true. All of you funny. There's no question of that. There is no question of that. You look at how often, like, I crack up at the chat. Look at how often you guys just, like, fucking slay me. Like, I don't know, it wouldn't happen if you weren't funny. I'm not doing, like, a fake laugh. Alright, let's do another one.
Yeah, baby.
There is no cringe, only Zool. Certificate of sanity. I just want to say, by the way, thank you to all of you for bearing with me during that little difficult bit. You're all real menschers. Let me be real. That was nice. Thank you. Okay, let's do the certificate of sanity. Embrace the cringe. Just don't be cringe. I don't know. You don't be cringe. Don't embrace the cringe. Maybe your comedy standards aren't that high. They're actually quite high, to be honest. At the same time, really dumb stuff does make me laugh. But your stuff doesn't make me laugh because it's dumb. Your stuff makes me laugh because it's clever. And also dumb, which is a really hard thing to pull off. No, I'm really into, like, comedy and stuff. I'm a big comedy guy. Love all the greats, you know. You know, Matt Lucas, Carlos Mencia. Joe Rogan. All the greats, you know. Okay, let's take a look at this one. Alright, Frank the janitor was part of the household staff of the strange and wonderful house. On one occasion, needing something from the vault, Frank implemented the rather complex series of steps needed to access it, climbing the sound of chimes in the courtyard to pluck a leaf from the Bodhi tree, collecting a certificate of sanity from the non-mad science corner of the lab, plucking a certain... I love that there's one corner devoted to non-mad science. It's quite funny. From underneath the 30-second seashell in the painting, consuming the leaf. Is that a Demolition Man reference? Consuming the leaf, handing the certificate to the personification of February to gain entry to the hallway to nowhere, turning left at Thursday, and then chucking the key into a vase on the ceiling above a painting of infinite sparrowhawks. The door of the vault duly unlocked. In the center of the oppressive room stood the wooden plinth. However, after crossing the final defense, a stream in the proper manner, jumping twice on his right foot and then landing on his left across the stream, he found a note on the plinth inside the item he desired. The note read, "My apologies, I had to borrow the vacuum to clear up the mess made by the gardener in the northwest attic under the reverse koi pond next Saturday." To his annoyance, it was signed Frank the janitor, and Frank realized that he had taken a wrong temporal turn at Thursday. He was actually meant to turn right instead of left, ending up right after he himself had borrowed the vacuum and thus creating a minor paradox. Grumpily, he set about getting out of the vault and retracing his steps. He recalled the Ryan telling him which of the opaque windows making up the walls of the vault serves as an exit. 7 laps lockwise from the north, 6 from your next location. Now keep stopping left and enter the 4th. That's a rough for him. It's a hard ride to remember. And implemented its direction, closing his eyes as he stepped backwards into the window, hoping he had the right one. Okay. Let's do another one. Okay.
Yeah, baby.
What was that? We did this page. That is not the page we spun. Mind you, that was during the earlier mental blip, so if you want to reread it in a better space, I would love to do that. Yes, that sounds like a fine idea. Let me just load this one in now, and then I'll go back. Hold on. Let's do that. The cover is not AI. No. It's not AI. It's just shit. It's okay. Oh, it's what you just... That's what I just did. I gotta read it back. I'm reading back. We already did this page. We did this page. Oh, this page. Oh, wait, I'm so confused right now. It's what we just did. Frank the janitor. We just did Frank the janitor, right? I am so confused. Brian, don't insult Aristide's cover. I thought you were talking about my thumbnail. Nothing to do with the Jenny Everywhere thing. It's not AI, it's just shit needs to be a sticker. I was talking about my thumbnail, which is shit. But the algorithm loves them, so what we're supposed to do? Where's the cover that I'm supposed to be looking at? What is going on? I'm just going to look at the page. I'm just going to do this page and then we're going to keep going. Jesus Christ. Okay, an incarnation of Jenny Everywhere existed in one universe where she became acquainted with Peter Griffin and began to live in 31 Spooner Street before being kicked out on Christmas Day, with her proceeding to travel across the multiverse. She had a Twitter account before moving to Blue Sky. Alright, do I have the page up? I do. Fantastic. Jenny Everywhere had black hair. She usually wore a long red scarf, a navy blue jacket, a white scarf, black trousers, and either black or brown shoes. Additionally, though she did not wear them upon initially encountering Peter Griffin, at some point she began wearing a pair of goggles on her head. While dressed as Jenny Nowhere, she wore a black wig with a dark purple shirt, a dark grey hoodie, dark grey trousers, and a dark red scarf with no goggles. Jenny also possessed separate clothing which she wore to bed, consisting of a long sleeve shirt and trousers. Although she didn't wear her goggles at this time, she still wore her scarf when she shifted to Bricksburg in another universe. Jenny didn't wear her navy blue jacket, and her t-shirt had a picture of Danny DeVito on it, captioned Danny DeVito Stan. When she dressed as another version of herself, she wore a bright yellow shirt with a red right stripe, a green hoodie, a short red scarf, grey trousers, light grey shoes, and grey goggles, and pink lenses. While dressed like the 15th Doctor, she wore a burnt orange trench coat and a yellow shirt with grey goggles. Huh. What a fascinating character. Stream started 6 seconds ago. No, it didn't. This Jenny also claimed to be a big advocate for the truth. Nevertheless, she seemed to enjoy tricking people, such as offering free V-Bucks, but instead linking to Whistle on YouTube, and by offering free Discord Nitro, and instead linking to Fighting Your Demon on YouTube Shorts. As with many incarnations of Jenny, she displayed a liking for toast. She owned a toaster in her room in 31 Spooner Street and once proposed spinach on toast in a reply to Popeye on Twitter. Jenny was briefly flustered when Judge Molly Wharton, during what was supposed to be a trial, asked her if she took Xavier Llewellyn to be her lawfully wedded spouse, before recalling that Xavier, who turned out to seemingly be a group of rats impersonating them, had admitted to kicking puppies. Did that happen? Is that canon? Discord Nitro, disgusting. I'm doing all of the page, don't worry about it. Jenny once posted an image with an arrow pointing to a promotional image. Is this AI? Is this AI, guys? I think this might be AI, guys. I mean, there's literally no way to tell, right? As usual for most versions of Jenny Everywhere, she was capable of shifting. She had some awareness of her alternate counterparts, such as one who went on a mission and one who did graffiti. At times, she seems to possess the ability to speak to an unseen audience, such as while promoting Gevity in a narrative also seen in a comic created by Cookie Boy in another universe. Jenny understood that one-to-one versions of people's creations existed alongside them in the multiverse. At one point, she had the Jenny Everywhere wiki open to the page, which covered a comic depicting her first meeting with Peter Griffin. Jenny once pulled out a sign topical to her current situation, seemingly from nowhere while in the process of falling through a portal. Jenny once claimed to be able to speak English very well, believing her English to be better than that of the governing council. Jenny Everywhere decided to have a holiday in Rhode Island. During this, she visited 31 Spooner Street and met Peter Griffin, who recognized her reciting the paragraph to her confusion. Peter then referred to the situation as even crazier than the time I was sus. Later, Peter showed Jenny around Quahog, finishing it by asking her what she thought of the town. Before she could answer, Glenn Quagmire appeared and asked Peter how old Jenny was. Jenny told him she wasn't interested, saddening him, and told Peter that her feelings were mixed on the town. In the lead up to Halloween, having stayed in the Griffin's home for an extended period of time, Peter Griffin asked if she knew what she'd be dressing up as for Halloween. In her room, after running through a few ideas, she found a black wig. kind of like Jenny, but she could dress up as Jenny Nowhere, kind of like Jenny, but evil, probably. At this time, she had a toaster in her room along with a computer open to the Jenny Everywhere wiki page. On Halloween night, Peter was unable to guess her costume, despite Jenny's apparent confidence that he would. On the streets of Cohorn, Peter still couldn't tell that he was dressed as, leading her to disclose it to him before asking. On December 18th, 2023, while living with the Griffins, Jenny created a Twitter account mistakenly with the display name John Smith. On the account, she first posted about having created the account and noticed she couldn't change her display name. Following this, she posted about first meeting with Peter Griffin, including his reciting of the paragraph. Next, she posted a selfie in front of Peter Griffin in the bathroom, who had his trousers down, with Jenny captioning the photo, "Just walked in on Peter taking a shit. #awkward." She then replied to a post by Popeye regarding Thanksgiving, simply replying, "Hi, Popeye." The fucking face! The face! It's so good. Oh, that's so good. Did this happen last roulette? Are you getting deja vu right now? Later, she simply asked, "Who's this Lord Greylix fella?" On December 19th, she was able to change the display name to Jenny Everywhere, which she posted about. On December 20th, she posted about a hypothetical situation where she was lost forever and would not investigate. Is there a Jenny Everywhere versus Predator? And if there isn't, can I write it? She'd win. On December 21st, Jenny created a post claiming that those who followed a link could get free V-Bucks as a special present. In actuality, this was a YouTube link to the song Whistle. Is this deja vu AI? At some point, did you just see the word Fortnite on the screen and then type Fortnite? Because if you did, I'm putting it on the wheel. Good instincts, Craig. Yes, you can write it. Write it. Amazing. Too late, just asked an AI to write it. Fuck you, Nash. When? On Christmas morning, Jenny woke up in her home in the Infinite, receiving gifts from Santa Jenny, including a headband with prop bunny ears, and the Time Traveler's Almanac, and a backpack that was bigger on the inside. After opening those presents, she shifted back to her room in 31 Spooner Street, got changed and left the room. In the living room, she found the Griffin family, with Peter inviting her to open her present. Upon opening it, she found only a note in the bottom of the present reading "Get Out," leading her to look up at Peter sadly. She went back to her room and shifted it into the Infinite, with Peter attempting to follow her to apologise. Peter managed to cause a carway gag. Hey, get down this way. Eleanor, this way. It's going to be easier for you. You're not going to be able to move her. You're not going to be able to move her, Eleanor. Come on. Yep. Why you gotta be an asshole? Why you gotta bully your sister like that? Hey, yeah, don't be looming over her. Sorry, I just had to be a parent for a second. Nasha Win is clearly an AI. Nasha AI Cummings. I need a minute. After noticing hot take or all AI is, of course, that sounds like the sort of thing an AI would say. After noticing. Sure, here is a light-hearted and metatextual story starring Jenny Everywhere. At Grok, is this true? I'm actually Arnold Schwarzenegger, actually. Why? Why did you grind up on that lady in the 80s in Rio who clearly wasn't comfortable with it, and then you, like, when she tried to pull away from you, you, like, grabbed her hips and, like, pulled her closer to you and just ground on her harder, even though she was visibly uncomfortable with it? Why did you do that, Arnold Schwarzenegger? Why did you do that? I'd like to know. I'd like to know. It's okay, Nasha, with this AI Anonymous. Message retracted! Oh no, he found out my secret. I have to withdraw and make another sock account. It was the 80s, come on, man. Answer Terminator. No! This is when he was still Hercules in New York. This was before the Terminator. This was when he tried and failed to become a TV presenter. Arnold, isn't that the guy from Hey Arnold? No, the guy from Hey Arnold is actually, like, really based. Arnold Schwarzenegger is a guy who is in some of my favourite movies of all time, but is also a little bit of a creep, and it's kind of difficult for me sometimes. Because I'm actually a big fan of his work, and have a lot of admiration for him, but he's also a bit of a creep. He was just trying to be accurate to Greek mythology. See, I love your humor. That was really funny. Who isn't? Sigma Nail? No, don't correct that, Cookie Boy. You were right the first time. Okay. We only have 10 minutes, so... Jenny later made a post on Twitter about how she paid someone to connect her device to one universe before noting that Jen checked if she could access it before, leaving the possibility that Twitter was multiversal when she'd been scammed. Several bot accounts soon found this post. She then posted that her profile looked a bit empty without the Santa hat that had been in it before, as well as making a post about how bots had found her post about potentially getting scammed. Let's see. Jenny once declared to an unknown audience that Gevity was the greatest drink that ever existed before trying to prove her point by showing other people's opinions on the drink. First, she shifted to the universe of Peter Griffin, where she handed him the drink, which she'd apparently never heard of, and despite not getting paid for the drink, Peter claimed to have certainly got her money's worth. Speaking of 80s action horror, by the way, Jenny Everywhere versus Predator. So I wanted to start with Jenny. Jenny has been press ganged into hunting the Predator with a bunch of macho dudes, and they're like, I hear it can, I don't know what this thing's abilities are, and they're like, I hear that it can mimic human speech. And you know how usually, like, you hear the Predator, like, mimic one word? Like he mimics a little kid in Predator 2. Well, I want the Predator to say the paragraph. I don't want that to be the intro of it. Oh dear. Ryan, you can absolutely write this and I encourage you to do so. I think I might. He is an American as well, though, Najmin. That is how it works. If you immigrate and you naturalize to America, you are an American. That is how that works. Yes, perfect way to get it in. I think it'd be funny too. Next, Jenny shifted to another universe where a sad Jenny was in a hospital, having lost a friend. Jenny handed her counterpart a can of the drink, which she simply found alright. Although one visiting Jenny claimed that it had significantly improved the other Jenny's mood, concluding she sung a rhyme and told the audience to drink heavily. These events were depicted in a comic created by Cookie Boy 2005 in the third universe, where the creator had been paid a fair sum by a sponsor to release the comic. Yes, but we're talking to people outside the US. That is a good point. I should write this. I'm going to write this now. I think I'm going to write this. I've had writer's block for a while, and this is the first thing that's, like, actually excited me. Especially because it means I have to research Jenny everywhere. And also, Predator's about to get really hot again, because there's a new Predator movie coming out, there's Predator comics coming out. I don't know, it's the time, man, it's the time. The other Jenny noted that she'd been sucked into a red hole and got lost in the multiverse, as well as noted that the universe she was in had off-brand Twitter access. While trying to visit Peter, Jenny accidentally wound up aboard a ship during a multiversal crisis involving several versions of the ship, as well as their inhabitants. And arriving in a bright flash, she declared, "Hello, bozos," before realizing she wasn't where she expected. She questioned where she was, explaining where she'd been trying to go before being stopped from saying that the name of her friend due to interdimensional copyright law. The Jenny already present then profoundly stated that the new arrival was another version of herself, although she found the newly arrived Jenny not to be overly similar to her. I skipped a bit? Which bit did I skip? I don't think I skipped a bit. There was an Independence Day alien skull in the Predator trailer? Oh my god. Oh my god. I haven't watched the Walking Dead show, and I probably won't, because I don't really like zombies, and neither does Felicia. For different reasons, but I'm not a big zombie guy, so I don't know. I like the George Romero movies, I think they're good. I like Dawn of the Dead and Day of the Dead especially. They're very good. Start of the noting a universe's implosion. Hang on. Jenny was later made aware of a universe's implosion, possibly taking its Jenny with it, noting that the meta nature of it and wondering if the multiverse was better for it, and recalling that they had historically big meet-up funerals, although she was unaware if they still did this. Another Jenny replied to this, seemingly believing the other Jenny to be talking about her universe, stating that reports of her death had been greatly exaggerated. The other Jenny noted that she didn't believe she was talking to the Jenny who possibly been imploded, and noted that it appeared that Twitter was multiversal and she'd been scammed. The other Jenny noted that she'd been sucked into a red hole and got lost in the multiverse, as well as noting that the universe she was in had off-brand Twitter access. Writer's block always seems to correspond with depression. With me, not correspond, come at the same time, rather. Same. I've been, like, really depressed for the last 2 years, and I'm only just starting to, like, work on myself now, and I really, really feel that. I've been, like, really depressed since the 60th anniversary of Doctor Who, basically. Like, I've been, like, just on a downer, basically, for 2 years now, and, I'm trying to bounce back, you know what I mean? Just think of me as your aunt that got off crack. Dalek. Let's do Dalek. Okay. Honestly, these streams have helped a lot. These streams and, like, becoming a streamer has helped a lot. A coincidence, I'm sure? No, actually, but, I don't really want to unwrap that right now. Like I said, one day I will. One day I'll tell all of you all of the lore. Will the hiatus make it better or worse? Better. Honestly, if it did go on hiatus, I would probably feel better, but that's besides the point. I hope I feel better. Thank you. Thank you. It is a journey. Like, I'm seeing therapists now. I'm, like, unpacking stuff. It turns out that I have really, really bad PTSD. Like, on multiple layers. But no, I'm just trying to, you know, get through it one day at a time. 10 likes. And Ryan will watch Roland Emmerich Stonewall. You know what? I would have banned you for that if you didn't tell me to watch Stonewall. You guys are the best, though. For real. For real. For real. Damn, it's not Russell T. Davis's fault. Right, my depression has had nothing to do with the TV show. I will say that. Nothing to do with the TV show. Yes, I think it's wank, but it has nothing to do with that. It has to do with, like, fandom-related stuff, basically. And fan-creator-related stuff, specifically. It has nothing to do with the show. Has more to do with, like, as Najawin brilliantly put it, the douche culture of Doctor Who fan creators. Mr. M Works knows intimately what I mean. I did hear some bad creative stuff went on behind the scenes around the 60th. Not sure if that's it. Not going to say more. Yes, some really bad fan creator stuff happened around that time. Yes, an active attempt was made to ruin my life, Najwin, during the 60th. And I still got my 60th out, and it beat the 100 Doctors until it didn't. So I am feeling pretty good. Which I got kicked off of because of said fandom drama, I would like to add. Not that I care anymore. Soon after, another Jenny arrived and introduced herself, going through similar but distinct dialogue from the previous arrival. One version of Laura Drake noted that things were getting rather silly. The ICO soon arrived, having detected severe breaches of inter-universal copyright law as a result of the unlawful thinking of several protected concepts, and demanding that everyone get on the floor, which all three Jennies did. All three Jennies' names were listed, during which this Jenny tapped away on her device, posting to Twitter about the dumbass law guys who were drilling her, describing the situation as petty. Fandom is tiring. Yeah, I felt the same way when I was part of the Chuck E. Cheese fandom. Nearly killed me. Yeah, I think you know what. You know how it is, Kaka Queen. I get the sense that you know exactly how it is. Yes, they should sack Russell T. Davis, but not because of my mental health. They should sack Russell T. Davis because he's destroying something that should be going on forever. Yeah, I'm sorry that happened, Gaga Queen. You are the highest standard of content creators others can't hope to reach. You are also an amazing person, a beyond rare combo. Aww. Aww. Can I stop saying stuff like that? I might start making audio dramas again. Can you imagine? I can't believe I've not made an audio drama in so long, man. Anyway, during explaining their crimes, the captain explained that this Jenny and the one who arrived after her had... By the way, if any of you ever want to come on the crew and help with the audio dramas, I would welcome all of you. And attempted to mention a copyrighted individual and their home, both of which were considered illegal. Jenny and her following arrival were told that they'd been erased from existence, although her counterpart attempted to repeat "Awesome Socks Fantabulous" in spite of the situation. Jenny elbowed her before typing away on her phone-like device again, posting on Twitter that the punishment seemed awfully harsh. When one Laura unfastened her lab coat, unleashing a strange cloud of cosmic energy due to wearing clothing from a corrupted fabric of reality. That's a fun pun. I like that. I like the humor in this a lot. With her hypothesizing that whether she put clothes on her under her lab coat was a point of portal flux. It's like a mix of like Zuma humor and like Douglas Adams. Do you know what I mean? With like a little bit of Rob Shearman sprinkled in there as well. I really like the humor in this a lot. I have wanted to pitch a story, but I am uncertain on how to even write it. Pitch stuff. You're always... I am happy for people to want to pitch stuff. I'm happy for people who want to voice act. I'm happy for people who want to take part in the production side of it. I'm happy for anyone to join in any time, because I know that you guys will do an amazing job. As it would be recycled from an unnamed audio from another fan series, but it needs major reworking. We can still do it. It's fine. Hello, Aquana. Are you in the Discord, Aquana? Because if you're not, yeah, I'd be happy for you to join in. It's not a confidence thing. What is it? Well, as long as it's not a consequence thing. I'll see you later, Kaka Queen. Bye. As long as it's not a confidence thing, that's good. You do seem very confident, Xavier. And if I may say so, in a very healthy way. If I may say so. I voice act if I had a decent mic. Yeah, I also need you to have a decent mic as well. I'm sorry. I went to college for, like, audio engineering, and so I'm a real stickler for, like, audio stuff. I'm a real stickler. I almost didn't used to not stream. You are in the Discord technically. Technically correct is the best kind of correct. But you never go there. Well, just check it every now and again. That's all you need to do. Okay, after these events, this Jenny was left with her counterpart who'd shifted in shortly after her, both unsure of what they'd just seen. The other Jenny remarked there had been a weird tale, asking it to Jenny if she ever prayed, to which she told her to shut up. She then shifted away to new adventures with her counterpart soon, doing much the same. Jenny once visited a forest in another universe where she recorded an awkward moment in her time staying at 31 Spooner Street as Slender Man stood ominously in the background. These events were being watched by Doctor Who in the same space visualizer. In one universe, Jenny encountered a mysterious woman at some ruins, with Jenny recognizing her of that woman off Coronation Street. Ryan, I'm glad to hear I'm just like iconic author Douglas Adams. You are. You're exactly like iconic author Douglas Adams. Oh dear. It's that mix of like simple wordplay and absurdity. It's like that specific mix I really like. I really enjoy that. Jenny visited a place in London in the third universe and got a unit ID as a civilian with clearance level 1. What my favorite things in terms of humor are like I like normal in terms of what I like writing normal characters, normal grounded characters reacting to fantastical characters. I like doing that. And I really like obscuring stuff, like referencing stuff that has no place being referenced in, like, whatever you're doing. Like, I'm pretty sure that I'm the only Doctor Who fan creator whose 60th anniversary special has a reference to Silent Night, Deadly Night 2 in it. I'm very confident that that's the case. I could have sworn it was you who wrote Destiny of the Daleks. Did you write City of Death, Cookie Boy? I never read that message, so it's lost to time, Craig, unless I watch this one again. Which, I mean, let's be real, you know I don't. Jenny later replied to Popeye on Twitter when she said spinach, also simply replying spinach. With Popeye, when Popeye's account was hijacked by Bluto, she questioned if it hacked her account before reading his bio, which stated that he'd hijacked the account. Don't tell me you did Garbage Day. And what if I did? What if I did? What if I did? What if the companion says Garbage Day and then shoots one of the main villains with a gun? What if that happens in my 60th anniversary? What if that happened? What if that happened? What if Felicia was the one playing that companion? Can you imagine such a thing? Garbage Day! Shoot someone. Yeah, no, that's literally how it goes, yes. Cookie Boy wrote Doug gently. I should send links on the SBAs. You should send links. Please send me links. Did you write Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, Cookie Boy? The story that wasn't intended to be part of the Doctor Who universe. You are better than Moffat and RTD. Goodbye. Okay. Jenny once posted on Twitter about an exciting adventure she'd been part of, hoping to be chronicled in at least a few meta-universes. Around this time, the Jenny of the promotional universe held a side note in that there'd be no comics for a bit as the creator was on holiday. Jenny later replied to Popeye on Twitter when he said spinach and was simply replying spinach when Popeye's account was hijacked by Pluto. She questioned if he'd hacked the account before reading his bio, which stated that he'd hijacked the account. I can't send links to Zelda's okay. Jenny later changed her location from Quahog as she hadn't lived there for a while. She then shared a link to Finale, a mega version Undertale, stating that the video was cool and happened to her once. Oh, I also like not explaining shit. That's another trope I like. I like when some things are kept mysterious. That's why I like Midnight so much. Not everything needs to be explained. At another point, Jenny shifted to Bricksburg in another universe, discovering that its native Jenny was trapped in the form of a Lego minifigure. I'll tell you another thing, actually, before I go. One more thing from our 60th, because you should watch it. In our 60th, one of our doctors didn't have a companion. And so I came up with the idea, let's have a little jab. Let's have a little jab at how a lot of people write companions in Doctor Who. I had this doctor carry around a tape recorder that just said, "Yes, Doctor. No, Doctor." It was just called Tapey. And everyone loves Tapey now. Hot take, the Midnight Entity is not that experienced in any way that matters. Here's the bit based on a story by Xavier. Praise Tapey. Praise Tapey indeed. I know you've seen it. I then have one of the villains destroy the tape recorder and I treat it like it's an actual death. I want to reference Tapey now. Oh my god. The story's actually really dark too. It's a really dark story about like depression and survivor's guilt, and there's like body horror in it and stuff. But it's also really funny. If I may praise myself for a minute. I really would recommend people check that one out. My doctor also canonically burned Kablam to the ground. I mean, that's just what handles should have been. I agree. Send a link in the SBA server, please. Okay, I'll do it right now. Hold on. I like meta commentary as well. I really like meta commentary, but I like to keep it like as subtle as possible. Like, I don't like to break the fourth wall. I just like to like tap on it. You know what I'm saying? 2.2k views. Let's go. The opening ident has a clip from the Air Zone solution in it. Oh, there it is. I put it in the fucking regular chat as well. Watch my fucking shit. Hang on. There you go. I'm tagging you. Didn't you already listen to Doctor Who versus Godzilla? The one where I killed off J.K. Rowling off screen? Okay. That's what I like. I like really dark, violent horror stories that have humor like that. That's the kind of stories I like to tell. You did. Did you like Doctor Who versus Godzilla? I know I like it. Actually, Tapey is really sad, but also funny. Yeah. That's what I like to do. I like to make you laugh at a thing, love that thing, and then kill it. Overall, yes, fantastic. I'll take that. You should listen to it at some point, though. Yes. Anyway, I want to finish this article before I go. Let's do this. Later that night, Jenny found herself strapped to a firework rocket. Oh my god, it's so long. Where's Xavier's bit? Here we go. Jenny once held an interview with who she believed was Xavier Llewellyn, although this was seemingly a case of impersonation from another Jenny. In this interview, Xavier had seemingly claimed to kick puppies for fun, as well as claiming to be evil. Judge Julie and Molly Wharton were also apparently present during this. Sword fighting occurred, and another individual disguised as Xavier revealed themselves to be 3 rats in a trench coat who proceeded to hold everyone at gunpoint. Wharton then performed a summoning ritual for Lord Greylix, who was actually quite nice, and according to one Jenny, was in love with the 1511th universe Jenny. Several people involved died, although this Jenny survived. So you're saying is you do all the things that make us laugh and cry? Yes, I am indeed a family guy, yes. Okay. It's sad that the Doctor carries around Tapey in the first place and gets emotional attachment to it. You should listen to my audios. I put them through hell. I put the Doctor through some real bad shit. Okay. But why is Judge Judy there? Where is Judge Judy? Yeah, we're also apparently present. I don't know, because it's Jenny everywhere. Yeah, why not? That is the real question, isn't it? Alright. So, I am going to be wrapping up now. Thank you for watching. This has been a roller coaster of a stream, and I'm glad that we, landed on a good spot. I'm going to be streaming Pokemon Uranium tonight, so make sure to check that out. And everyone have a lovely, 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 lovely evening. Catch you later. Bye!